Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Horned Frogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Here comes the offense on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Look out, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. And this is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Tar Heels are in a mess here on third and a mile. Lopez to pass. Steps away. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down from the 38. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying to move them on the counter. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And you got to do a better job up front. Right there, that run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it on the right. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Culliver. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Lopez wants to fire. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking for a crease, it's Barnes. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Caught behind the line, it's Barnes. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Lets it fly on the move. Reels it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Lopez to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He's got it on the right. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Lopez wants to fire. Quickly complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barnes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're slow in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
To the air, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The lone back's got it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down. Oh, a lot of space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Lopez to pass. Trying to make... it's a running... Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. Under fire. Makes the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Gets away from one, finds room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'll send the back in motion. On the run, it's Hall. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll do it himself. And the Tar Heels pick up the 1st down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
The Tar Heels are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Lopez wants to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Man, I want to be the play caller. Just to have a guy at the quarterback spot that's over 100 yards now that he's chewed up. He can throw it, but he can also pull it down, and he's so elusive, makes plays, really makes this offense go.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Lopez to pass. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line. It's Gauze. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Grab near the marker. It's Ship. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Makes the catch. It's Ship. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And the Tar Heels are marching down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Lopez wants to fire. Pucks it out of the air. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. You know, Jesse, they threw that to him in double coverage, and I like that sometimes because you can't let the defense just dictate what you're going to do.
No, they're going to make sure he gets his, Reese, no doubt about it. And they're going to force it over to him, hoping that he can make a play, and knowing that he can. But as a defense, you got to be careful doubling him because that means somebody else is wide open.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and into the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Lopez to pass. They'll run the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun to give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Payne. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Creates a little space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Right on the money. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
And the Horned Frogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Goodness, great. That is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Lopez wants to fire. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him this time. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And I love what the quarterback did with his eyes there. 3rd down, you're throwing the hitch against zone. You've got to freeze defenders because they're all watching you. If you eyeball that throw, someone could pick that off and take it to the house. So great job with his eye discipline.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Wide open spaces. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Ship.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Tar Heels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Gauze. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Turning it on! The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you could score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Gets it out fast. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking for room. It's Payne. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Pocket breaking down. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
And the Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Great job by the back on the option.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback on the keeper. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, better look out! He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The give as they work on that clock. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Snagged in the middle. It's Bailey. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And how about the communication by the big fellas up front? Picking up that blitz, QB wasn't even close to being touched. That was as pristine a pocket as you will see.
Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Fires to the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
They'll try to get the 2, knot this thing up, and maybe push us into overtime. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Great play by the defense there. You're winning by 2. You can't allow them to tie it. Someone's got to make a play, and they show up in a big moment.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. He'll keep it himself. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.